versus someone who has a high school education will make $1 million more during the course of their lifetime. During the course of their life.
Right.
Would I love every black person in this country to get $1 million check and 100 acres of land? Absolutely. Are they owed that amount? 100%, if not more.
Right.
Is that ever going to happen? When you're talking about tens of millions of people? No.
It's going to be people, mainly whites.
No, what I'm saying is
tens of millions of people, of black people.
Black people
Okay.
who would get that.
Yeah.
It would bankrupt the whole country.
It would bankrupt the whole country. But for the people that built the country to make you that fucking money,
yeah,
you understand? You know, all of a sudden now you worried about being bankrupt when you spend trillions of dollars on defense, trillions of dollars on unnecessary bullshit, trillions of dollars to send black men, especially to jail, trillions of dollars to drug the fuck up our whole country, trillions of dollars to fuck the food up, to fuck the air up, to fuck the water up, trillions of dollars to make people sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker in this country, but you mad? We don't have the money because, and this is what I think, and this is what I believe, you just don't like black people. Plain and motherfucking simple, you do not like black people. It is very obvious. For hundreds of years, we've been the most hated. The most hated, but within that hatred comes the hypocrisy of loving our culture. You've made trillions off of our motherfucking culture. You know that. You made money off our culture. Let's be real. 100%. You made money off our culture. White musicians, all of them, have made money off of black fucking culture. All of rock, all of jazz, motherfuckers, all the shit we created from the oppression, which is fucked up in itself. The oppression and the fucking abuse and the rape and the putting down of us. We create blues, jazz, rock and roll, reggae, ska. We invent all of that shit. And to top it off, we invent all the modern shit that you all use. From the video game cartridge, Henry Lawson. We got the pacemaker, Otis Boynton. We have the late Dr. Bev, who created the laser eye surgery. We have Dr. Gladys, who's still alive, who's almost 80 years old, who created GPS. We have the guy who created the algorithm for Instagram, who's a 21-year-old Ghanaian kid. We've done all this shit. Then the internet was discovered by a Nigerian guy in the 80s. Like, we've done all of this innovation, even though we've been shit on and continue to be shit on every motherfucking day, right? Because nobody wants us to live anywhere. Nobody wants us to have this unless we're playing sports for them. Like I said, unless we're academically, right? No, I'm sorry, athletically or sexually satisfying motherfuckers. That's all black people are good for. We're supposed to be at people's beck and fucking call when they want us to entertain them or make them some kind of money. But if we ask for being autonomously wealthy on our own, being autonomously having our own shit, all of a sudden everybody pitches a bitch. Everybody has a fucking hissy fit. People get mad when we want to. You don't want us in your neighborhood. You don't want us in your schools. You don't want us doing anything. But then when we say, hey, okay, that's cool, because Muhammad Ali said in the 60s, he said, hey, man.
All right, fair use. First and foremost, I think about praise and glory be unto the Father and the Son, Yahawashi, double ourselves and apostles of their great millstone, who rule well in time and his truth, and a sincere citation be unto the brethren, pushing this word through truth and sincerity, risking life and to do so. All right, on the bottom bar, come back here. Another one to the Spirit Private Yahawashi Yoshai. And today, to the Spirit Private Yahawashi Yoshai. Just wanted to speak on this video, man. I ran into it a couple of days ago, actually. And again, fair use. All right. This is just for strictly content and loosely based. All right. You know how they be doing us with the content. But, yeah, man, I seen this video a couple of days ago, and I immediately saved it because I'm like, yeah, this could be a topic. But all in all, man, you pretty much heard what he said. There's no reason for me to really go in depth about anything, or give my opinion because it was just well, perfectly articulated. All right. Slovakia. Okay, and yeah, man, these nations, okay, these heathens, and particularly Esau, all right, and I believe this dude is on Vlad TV, which Vlad is actually an Amalekite, aka a so-called modern day Jewish man, all right, and you heard what he said. He said, "Yeah, you make money off of us, you know, especially you. You know, you make money off of us too. You have to admit that." And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I do." And you know, it just goes to show, man. All right, which is in the curses, man. We shall build, you know, maintain vineyards. You know, we shall build houses. We shall, you know, create businesses for everybody else, and you know, nothing left for us, man. This is literally the curses, man. Okay, this is literally the curses, man. All right, the Lord has given us into the hand of our enemies. All right, and this is nothing new, man. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Okay, that we've been in America. All right, and it just goes to show you, man, that you know these heathens will never love y'all, man, and me obviously too. All right, me being a Jake, they'll never love us, man. Okay, they will never love Israel, man. All right, and to say that, and to go on to say that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native to Seminole Indians, man, they will never love us, man. They will never love Israel. They will never have compassion. You're never gonna get reparations here in America. You're not gonna get a lump sum of money. We were not put here to thrive, guys. We were put here to be punished. All right. And that shows every single day, man. And you could see it here. All right. In this clip, this man is perfectly articulated it, man. All right. And all you Jakes still lost. Oh, you know, how come, you know, we're all so broke and we're also Slovakia. And we're also, you know, mentally or we have so much mental illness within the community. Why can we never get along? Why can we never be in large gatherings together? Man, it's all the curses. Okay. And Esau being Esau, okay, the devil, he exploits that. All right. He exploits that, man. All right, let's grab some scriptures, by the way. Okay, because the nations have exploited us, man. All right, because the scriptures tell you that um, when we were at our weakest, okay, when we were at our weakest, man, these nations continuously take advantage of us, man. All right. So this is Psalms chapter 83 and verse 3. It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones." All right. Who are the hidden ones, man? Israel. Okay. Everyone runs around calling us black, Latino, Native American. And you also have the Israelite foreigners, which were all Israelite foreigners. But I'm gonna use the old term that we used to use, the confusion of faces. Okay, that may look like, you know, you have white people that are Jakes. Okay, they look like your everyday white person, blonde hair, blue eyed, you know. All right. The confusion of faces, the Israelite foreigners, man. The best word to use for it is I believe it's the Hellenistas, all right? You know, we're those, just like in those old times, man. Nothing under the sun, but we're those Israelites that are adopting those customs, those doctrines of the heathen that we're among, man. All right. Okay, so they have taken crafty counsel, man. This is why, you know, there's stories about, you know, Esau dropping guns off in the hood, drugs off in the hood, using sterilization, using psyops, and all these types of things, experimenting on the black community. Everything that you guys have seen happen to the world has been used on Jake's first, man. Experimented on Jake's first. Okay, they used the black community for experiments, man. Okay, and that's what that crafty counsel is. The word crafty means, you know, in other words, sneaky. Okay, it's all behind the scenes. It's not in front of your face, man. Okay, it's sneaky. It's conniving, and that's how Esau operates, man. Okay, that's how he operates. It says, verse 4, have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Salakia. Salakia for that. Okay, so we're gonna be no more in remembrance, and this is where the bywords come. And going back into the curses, the bywords come. Okay, black, Negro, Latino, Moreno, all these bywords, man. Okay, so this is why you guys are sitting here. Oh, we're so lost. We can never come together as a community. We're not meant to come together as a community. Okay, the only people out of the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians is going to come together is the elect. Okay? The rest of you are going to be left here. And a lot of you jigs going to get this when it's too late, man. You guys continuously complain about reparations. You complain that Esau's this, that, and the third. That is for our punishment, man. We were put here not to thrive, but to be destroyed. The Lord literally said he's going to give us into the hand of our enemies that they may destroy us. Okay? All right? It says, verse 5, for they have consulted together with that one consent. Okay? This is why no matter what country you go to, Japan, North Korea, China, America, you can go even to the continent of Europe, man. It doesn't matter where the hell you go on earth, you are not welcome, man, because the nations, as a whole, man, they don't like us, man. They don't rock with us, man. And it's been like that since forever, actually, because, and even in other nations, like Esau don't like Elam, he don't like Ishmael. All the nations don't like each other, man. Okay, I don't know why this is such a news to us, man, but no nation likes each other. Okay, this is why people cleave to their own people. All right, it says one can say that they are confederate against thee. Okay, and the word confederate, ooh, you know who that, you already know who's the biggest confederates out there, man. The so-called white men, man. Okay, right? Verse 6, it says the tabernacles of Edom, Ishmael, Moab, and the Hagarenes. All right, and you can keep going. It actually starts to list all the nations. Okay, but I actually have other scriptures I want to get. So yeah, man. Okay, but this is no secret, man. All right, you guys again continuously sit here. White people hate us, racism. Da, 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 da. People are supposed to be racist. Racism, or the word racist, means to be for your own race, man. That's all it is. Okay, this is why a lot of nations put their own people on. They hire their own people, or they share business secrets with each other. Okay, and y'all jigs are up here trying to war against one another, man. That's all the curse is at the end of the day, man. All right, this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Okay, and that shame is going to cover Esau, which it's already doing because his kingdom is slowly collapsing. The elect is waking up. The prophecies are roaring and coming through, you know? All right, and this is why that shame is starting to cover Esau. All right, you've seen there should be no homeless Edomites, man. There should be no broke Edomites. There should be no um sick and depressed Edomites, man. They're the ones that's ruling right now. But again, that shame, you guys are starting to see that shame is slowly and slowly and slowly starting to consume Esau, man. Okay, it says, and those shall be cut off forever. Okay, all right, and this all started with Jacob and Esau, man. All right, and really you can go back into Abel and Cain. Okay, because there's nothing new under the sun again, but um this is nothing under the sun, man. Okay, and this is why Esau can never be forgiven. He broken that brotherly covenant. Okay, all right, he's done atrocities against humanity, man, that can't be forgiven, man. All right, and that's what he was made to do. Okay, that's what he was made to do. All right, there's no there's no other way around it, man. All right, there's no saving Esau, man. There's no saving Esau, and there's no saving these nations, man. Or if you guys don't want to save these Edomites, man. All right, they're gonna pay for their wickedness against the earth, against the peoples of the earth, and most importantly, the Israelites and their God. Okay, Yahawah Shem Yoshai. It's Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 6. It says, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Okay, so the hurtful works, man. Okay, this goes in the precept of Job chapter 9 verse 24. But this is why the earth is the way it is. And you heard what he was saying. He said, we have money to spend on this and that. Esau spends all his money on his wickedness, man. Okay, funding his weapons because he knows what's coming. All right, he knows that for all that he's done, he's gonna have to pay, and that's why these other nations are gearing up. This is why the brothers always talk about Slovakia. This is why the brothers always talk about World War III. This is why the brothers always talk about the prophecies, because these things are important, man. Okay, the hurtful works are fulfilled, meaning the prophecies are they're gonna be coming through, man. RFID, World War III, Jacob's Trouble, all these things are coming through, okay, and coming true, okay. When you read the news, and that's why these people are getting more and more spooked by the day, man. Okay, So their hurtful works are fulfilled, meaning their wickedness has reached an all-time high. Esau's wickedness has reached an all-time high. This is why, okay, this is why, what is it called? The things that are happening currently, man. Okay, this is why these things are happening currently. All right, so there's no confusion, man. This is why we're calm and collected because we know that this is supposed to happen. We're not gonna say, "Oh, why are they talking about World War III? Why are they talking about chipping us and taking away our jobs and all that?" We know what's coming, man. Okay, we know what's coming already. Okay, so yeah, man. Actually, let's read a little bit more. It says, "Therefore, saith the Lord power," verse 8, "I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves." Okay? "Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." And this is why, again, depression, stress, all time high, because this devil is ruling. And it will not stop until he's out of power, man. Okay? It will not stop till he's out of power. Yet people complain about working multiple jobs, paying so much taxes, complain about their bills and this, that, and the third. Yeah, because the wicked ruleth. All right? So with that, man, I'm going to give all praise and glory to the Father, Son, Yahawashi. I hope you guys edified through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.